into a 60-minute time frame. That's 60 minutes for anybody who don't know. 60 minutes for those who don't know. All right. Looking at the 60-minute, I probably shouldn't have turned off my projections just yet, so we can see where we are in the projections on the higher time frame. Okay, so here we are, right? This is where we opened up today. Let's look at what we opened up on the week so we can get a glimpse of what the week did. So the new week opening gap for this week. All right. Looking at where we opened up on the week, right? We opened here on the week, right? We came up here, dropped down, right? Rallied back up, dropped down, rallied back up, dropped down, engaged that 2 standard deviations, right? That's an anticipatory reactionary point. And once we did that, we dropped all the way back down here, right? And then we rallied back up and then dropped back down toward the end of the day. All right? So, looking at what we did over the entire week, right? It looks as if, hey, look like price delivered above an old high, right? Because remember we said we had our consolidation, we had our expansion, we had our our reversal, and we was looking for a retrace and then a delivery, right? And you can tell that there was heavy offsetting of positions above this high. How can you tell that? Because we had a humongous pullback after reaching above that high, right? So if you look to the left, you don't see any high that price traded above to create this huge move down. So how did it know to distribute all these positions or offset all these positions or accumulate all these shorts at this level up here? Again, our magical Fibonacci tool let us know that based off this manipulation leg. So the algorithm knows that 29,708.5 was a very important number. And when we got there, right, heavy offset of positions, right? Because the algorithm is very smart. It knows where it's going to go before it get there. We may not know. We have tools to help us predict where it can possibly reach, but we never know how far it's going to keep going. That's why we have to watch for the signatures to see, is it done going yet, right? So let's go back and look at that, right? We're going to squanch it up, right? No need to try to look for it. Everybody always say, Tim, show me the PD arrays. Are you using breakers? Are you using order blocks? Are you using fair value gaps? Forget all of that. Forget all of that. Somebody tell me what's the most important thing you need to understand. It's 2 things. Somebody talk to me. What are these 2 things you need to understand?
Time and price.
Time and price, that's good. But what are the 2 overall concepts you need to know?
Order flow and price delivery.
Y'all give it up for Rhonda, and y'all give it up for Steve. I think that was Steve. Was that Steve who said that? Y'all give it up for Rhonda and Steve, because time and price is, you got to understand time and price. That's the most important of all important things, right? But if you understand order flow and price delivery, right, you got to have that first before you start worrying about them little funky PD arrays, man. Stop worrying about the PD arrays and learn order flow and price delivery. Now, coming back here, right, what do we say? We said that way back here. Let me see if I still got that level on here. I might have deleted that level. It's for so long ago. It was all-time highs. Yeah. I deleted it off. Let me see if I still got it on the continuous contract. Go to the continuous contract. All-time highs right there. Right, these two here. Let me copy these. Copy. Right, then we go back. Paste. All right. Where are they? Where are they? Where did they go? Where did they go? Do anybody see them? Where did they go? Why can't I see them? Here they go down here, on this one. All right, they down there on this one here. Right, when I turn my B adjust on, right, that was the highest high with B adjust on, right, and then the front month. Maybe they just lower than I thought. Let's copy them again. All right, let's copy them again. Go to the daily. There they go. Oh, they just up there in the wrong spot. They're not pasting over there good. They're in the wrong spot. Okay, let me get the prices right. Let me get the prices, dog. Copy. Paste. There you go. All right. That's the highest high. That's really the only one I need, but I'll just put both of them on there. All right. There we go. Those are the highs that we were looking at a long time ago, right? And as you see here, you see this one here, it says, if you can't read it, it says all-time high front month, right? That means this contract right here that we're on, okay? All-time high front month, the current contract, and you see it's right there on the highest high. Y'all can't see that wick, so let me mark it out. Right. Y'all can see it on the highest high of that candle right there, right? And then this is the all-time high from the continuous contract with B adjust on. So, Tim, why are you saying that? Follow me. We said that when you're looking at price, don't worry about these PD arrays, right? I don't know why that disappeared. Current and below. Right? And so, if you notice, right, I got it all squanched up. Got it all squanched up. If you notice, right, over here, we made an all-time high right there. Right? You can see price touched that line right there. We made a new all-time high. All right? So now, looking at what price did during that time, right? When we look here, I'm going to spread it out a little bit to make it a little bit easier on your eyes, right? But you don't have to see like all the PD arrays. You just want to be able to see the price action, okay? Looking at what's going on here, right? What did price do? Price came up here above this half standard deviation based off our projections. Remember our projections, right? And then we rallied up, okay? Coming there. Right? That's our lowest low. That's our highest high. That's our dealing range. What did price do? It pulled back into a discount right there. Y'all can't see that wick. Let me get the wick here. Uh-oh. How do these wicks keep changing colors on me? Right? So, you come back. Right? You came back into a discount of this range. Then expand it up. What did price not do right there? It did not invalidate the buy program, right? Because when we came up here, right, this was our current range, right? We pulled back above our order block right there at our area of support into our lower PD array right there and expanded up, created a new range. We're continuously expanding the buy program. Pulled back down into the order block, did not invalidate this dealing range, did not invalidate this dealing range, did not invalidate any of our bullish dealing range. We just in a low resistance liquidity run, right? This is the start of this entire range right here, right? And all we did was pull back into the latest expansion of this entire dealing range right there, right? Once we took off, boom, price took off again. This is our latest expansion from here to there. What did price do? We gapped down, but where did we gap down to? Let's see, right? We're going to come to the high. We're going to come to the low right there, right? And we don't need all the octants and we don't need to be fancy. We're just going to go straight equilibrium, premium and discount. That's all we're doing. Premium and discount, going back to the basics, right? Right? What do? We pull back into a discount, right? Didn't violate this dealing range, didn't violate that, didn't violate any dealing ranges, right? We came back, boom, took off again, right? From here to there, right? From there to there, right? What do? Get up here, get over there, right? What do? Right? We came back down. Y'all can't see the wick. Let's get another, let's copy a wick. Right? Come over here. Right? What do? Right? That's the wick. We came back down to a discount. Right? Didn't invalidate this dealing range. Right? We didn't even get a bearish break in market structure on this dealing range alone, let alone our entire. Right? Remember, this was the start of all of this here. We didn't even go all the way down here to our manipulation leg. We're just working above our manipulation leg because this is done. This is said and done. We've already identified this as the manipulation. So we're not expecting price to come back down here. We're just looking from when we're leaving this area here. Right? So this is the start. We haven't invalidated anything. Right? We ain't invalidate it. We just can in a low resistance liquidity run. Right? Then after we came back down, right, to that discount again, y'all see what I'm saying. Y'all get the picture, right? Y'all get a boom discount, right? Boom, right? We took off here. Look at this right here. Say, Tim, we just kept going up right there, right? Remember we talked about over here? Okay. Uh-oh. Remember we talked about over here, right? Price ain't gonna just get to you the same every single time, right? But remember we said was in between these two areas right there. What do we say? Right? What do we say? We said when you're below event horizon, right? When you're below event horizon, you're looking for price to draw into it and possibly use it as resistance. God dog it. Right? And when price gets above event horizon, you want to see price escape that gravity of the PD array below and just float up into the next PD array, right? So when we got here, right, this is the one standard deviation, right? We've made one standard deviation, right? Once we got above this event horizon, we just floated up, right? We just floated up into that 1.5, right? Now, right? What did we say, right? Now y'all get the picture on we are not invalidating the buy program on the way up. So if you're watching price and you don't see the buy program being validated, you're just continuing to look for reasons to buy in a discount for those who don't understand what I'm saying. But those who get it, you get it. Now, right? What we're going to do, I'm going to show you the power of the Timinucci. Remember what we said. We said that if price is moving away from our range, right? I'm going to delete this. Get out of there. I'm going to delete. Now I'm going to keep this one, right? I'm going to use this one here, right? Okay. I'm going to hide this. Don't need you. Hide. Don't need you. Don't need you. Hide, right? God dog it. Come here. Hide. Right? Now, remember, what did we say this was right here? We said this was the start, right? We said this was the start. Okay, if that's the start, right, what is price doing right here? Right? What is price doing right? Price is spending a lot of time right here. A whole heap of, what is it doing right there? Huh?
Consolidating.
It's consolidating. Okay, so Now, we're going to come here from the beginning. We said this was the beginning, right? And we're going to remember, how does the 10 minucci work? Somebody tell me how the 10 minucci work. How does the 10 minucci work? Right? What do? When you see price, when you see price consolidating, what do?
You're going to pull that 50% up to the consolidation area.
I'm starting at the beginning, right? We said this was the beginning, that low.
That's the swing low.
Yep. And then we put it up until we put it on that consolidation area. And then we say price can go and put it right on the middle of that consolidation. And we can say that price can go at least to here, right? I kind of ruined the we're gonna go back and play like I ain't did it yet. I'm gonna hide this. All right, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna come. Y'all close your eyes. Close your eyes. Hide. All right. Okay, now. All right, rewind. Okay, now. What do we say? How do we work? What do we do when we see price consolidating at an area? What do? We get our fib tool, right? And we anchor it at the start, the swing low in this case, because it's bullish. And then we take the fib tool and we put it right on the middle of that consolidation area, right? And then we say price can at least come to the liquidity that's in line with this price point right here, right? That's where price can at least go. And then when we come back here, right? When we come back here and we turn on our projections from our manipulation leg, right? Remember our manipulation leg there? When we turn that on, we go back and we look. And where did price go?
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Y'all do me a favor. Hit a like for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed.